Hi, my name is Jeannie, and this is my co-host Bacon. So it's going to be part of the video. Are you going to be part of the video, Bacon? I guess so. Here he is. Okay. So today we will be discussing the concept of change. So in Buddhism, we have a concept called transience of phenomena, which means that things are not as fixed as they seem, and actually if you think about it, which is really great because this concept was discovered over 2,000 years ago, and they already determined that life is impermanent. The only thing that's constant is change. And lo and behold, thousands of years later, science has verified that subatomic particles actually are in a state of constant flux, and they were puzzled why particles would appear and disappear as if by magic. So it's literally the only thing that is constant is change, and that life is in a constant flux, and that the subatomic particles are actually in a constant state of flux. They exist and then they don't exist at the same time. So the concept that something is fixed is actually not true if you base it on science, and if you actually base it on the concept of the transience of all phenomena. So how do we relate this to daily life as Nichiren Buddhists? Sometimes when we have a problem, we think that our problem is fixed. We believe that we can't change it. We believe that there's nothing around it and that it will just continue and continue and continue. But that is the delusion, or the incorrect way of thinking. I try not to use the word delusion, but for some reason it's really a popular concept in Nichiren Buddhism. But I'd like to say the term is not aware that you can actually change things, and that things are not actually fixed, and problems that you think will not go away actually have solutions. And we actually live in a world of possibilities. So I'm gonna be reading quotes from my my phone, and these are quotes from Nichiren Ikeda, Nichiren Buddhism, from Daisaku Ikeda, one of our mentors, and some of them are from the SGI website, but I would like to read them because it's very, very it relates to what we're talking about. So Buddhism holds that everything is in a constant flux. Thus the question is whether we are to accept change passively and be swept away by it, or whether we are to take the lead and create positive changes on our own initiative. While conservatism and self-protection might be likened to winter, night, and death, the spirit of pioneering and attempting to realize ideals evokes images of spring, morning, and birth. So instead of passively just accepting that life is in a constant state of flux, or life will always change, why not be more active in actually changing your life in the direction that you would desire? So it was the Greek philosopher Heraclitus who declared that all things are in a state of flux, and that change is the essential nature of reality. Indeed, everything, whether it lies in the realm of natural phenomena or human affairs, changes continuously. Nothing maintains exactly the same state for even the briefest instant. And the most solid seeming rocks and minerals are subject to erosive nature of time. So I don't know, what's up with you, Baikin? So he's actually angry about change, right? Are you angry about change, the concept of change, buddy? Nah, he's happy. So the Buddhist term for the ephemeral aspect of reality is the transience of all phenomena, is in Japanese called Shugyu Muju. In the Buddhist cosmology, this concept is described as the repeated cycles of formation, continuance, decline, and disintegration through which all systems must pass. So, how do we, this type of knowledge, how can we apply it in our daily life, in our daily practice of chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo? So in Nichiren Buddhism, everything is about changing one's karma. And what is changing one's karma? It means changing one's direction of life, but we don't take a passive approach to it. We actually take a more active approach. So karma is like everything in constant flux. We create our own present and future by the choices we make in each moment. Understood in this light, the teaching of karma does not encourage resignation, but empowers us to become the protagonists in the unfolding drama of our lives. So let's say that your problem is that you're constantly, you have that debt, you have a huge debt and you can't get out of it. So when you chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo and you chant for wisdom, you will find solutions and you're not fixed. And I have spoken to members that had business debts and loans, and it was a dire situation, but they chanted Nam-myoho Renge Kyo and they were able to overcome it. And also I read about the other members' experiences as well of overcoming this. You know, this thing that they thought was fixed and that would not change and would not move, they were able to actually turn it around through chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Because we live actually in a world of possibilities, but we only just focus on that one possibility, which is like, oh, I'm broke, or I'm a victim. And every day we are given a chance every day to do something different, but the following day we still focus on the one possibility, which is I'm broke, or I'm a victim, or I can't do anything. But what if you chant with a question of, how can I get out of this? Or what else is possible for me? Or what would it take for me to get out of this? So then your mind is not focused on that one possibility, which you always, and sometimes it can even take decades. You know, I have met people that are actually so stuck in the past that they forget to realize that the reason why we wake up afresh every day is that so we can make something different every day. We don't have to create the same things that we created yesterday. You know, we can actually do something different, we can make something different, we can create something different. And I think there was a lecture that I read, I can't find it anymore, but it's about starting with a clean slate every day, just starting with a clean slate, and just, you know, be in that possibility, that constant state of flux where, like, what else is possible for me? When I chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, what else is possible? What can I do differently today that would lead me to a result that I truly desire, you know? And sometimes we don't even have to dictate what exactly that is, but that just stepping out and just realizing that life is change, and to not allow yourself to get out of that fixed pinhole, that fixed situation, it is a disservice to yourself. And that's why we chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And I can assure you, I've been chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo for 13 years, and my life has been in a state of constant change, and in a good way. So I'm going to read another passage. As one of the ancient Buddhist texts states, if you want to understand the causes that existed in the past, look at the results as they are manifested in the present. And if you want to understand the results that will be manifested in the future, look at the causes that exist in the present. Karma is thus, like everything, in constant flux. We create our own present and future by the choices we make in each moment. Understand in this light, The teaching of karma does not encourage resignation, but it empowers us to become the protagonists in the unfolding drama of our lives. So if you have a problem right now and you're just, oh, bacon just popped out. So if you have a problem right now and you feel that, and especially if you haven't chanted Nam-myoho Renge Kyo yet, if you have a problem and you feel there's no way out, try chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo for 30 to 90 days. You can start 5 to 10 minutes in the morning, 5 to 10 minutes at night, and just do it for 30 to 90 days, and let's see if there's movement in the direction that you desire. You know, I tried this 13 years ago as an experiment, and I haven't stopped since, because life is always unpredictable, and it's also not guaranteed. Our next moment is not guaranteed. Why not be happy now? You know, and chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo allows you to be happy now, and not worry too much about the future, knowing that whatever happens to you, you can change it, and nothing is fixed, nothing is set in stone, you know, and you can surmount anything. So that is my message. It is about life being a constant change, and bacon pops in and out like a subatomic particle, in and out, exists, doesn't exist. I'm sorry. Nope. He exists again, and he doesn't exist. So I'm just saying that life is a constant change, and why not try chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo to start that process of change, and change your karma, change your actions, change your thoughts, and don't carry your past with you. Because the problem with most humans, me included, is that we carry a lot of luggage from the past, and it's like we carry it sometimes for decades. It's like, I'm just going to carry my luggage, my excess baggage, my problems. I'm going to carry them, and then but we actually have a choice the following morning, or you know, if it's a new day, we actually have a choice of leaving it behind. But the thing is, we lack the awareness that we can just drop it and start anew, just start with a clean slate. And then, so that's it. That's our message for today. And Bacon's message is back. He's back again. Are you back again, Bacon? Yeah. So that is our message for today, and I hope I've been able to explain the concept of transience of phenomena well, and the concept of changing your karma in Bacon's. Are you mad, Bacon? And the concept of grumpy dogs who like a belly rub. And thank you very much. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm also an author, and if you'd like to check out my other works, go to www.homeofgenie.com, and I'll check me out on Amazon as well and other sites. I will link below, and I write romantic comedies, and the first book that I wrote was Love in the Time of the Trump Era. It's about the divisiveness and the polarization in America and how it affects relationships. It's really, really funny, and it's an interesting piece of history. It's a romantic comedy, but set in the real world, and I'm working on book 3. I also wrote Bullied Inc. It's about bullying, and it's about time travel. It's really a cute story, and I have an upcoming book, Finding Love in Wine Country, but it's under editing right now. I have Poppy Love, which is a cutesy romantic comedy, and I have book 2 of Love in the Time of the Trump Era, and I have other books that are upcoming as well. I'm working on Eat, Love in Sicily, which is a romantic comedy, but mostly about travel. It's really nice. So I'm writing it right now, so do check it out, and I'll link below. Yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy it. And Bacon is in it. I have made sure that Bacon is in every one of my books, and he has a book that was supposed to come out this summer, but because of the coronavirus, the COVID, I had to delay it, and it will be out next year, unfortunately. And I was also going to write about the zombie apocalypse in New York, but then it like was too close to home, you know. It was just I just don't feel comfortable writing it right now in this pandemic, so it will come out next year, hopefully when things are better. And I have a holiday book, and I actually have a freebie book as well. It's called Must Be a Dog Lover. And if you want that freebie book, I'll provide the link below. And I have a holiday book and an upcoming holiday. I'll be writing a lot, and as well as blogging and podcasting. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.